Okay, when deciding what platform should mean the most to you, which one matters, or which platforms, plural, matters for you as a loan officer, any entrepreneur right now, the question, really want to reframe it for you. The question should be, what platform is my ideal avatar, my ideal client hanging out on? If you aren't clear on your ideal avatar, it could be a mismatch. Let's say you're on TikTok and your ideal avatar, your loan officer, and your niche, right? The riches are in the niches. You got to have ideal clients, have to have the riches being in the niches, know what your zone of genius is, in other words. So you're on TikTok, and that's where you consume social media. So you're comfortable with that platform, but your niche, you decided that it's reverse mortgages. My mom is in her 70s. She's not on TikTok. Now, I'm not going to say that nobody in their 70s or 80s or people that are looking for reverse mortgages on TikTok, but you've got to really study the audience and know how to speak to them. One of my favorite definitions of marketing, this is Joe Vitale, Dr. Joe Vitale's Secrets to Attracting Money. He's an author. He's on in the movie, in the book, The Secret. He's one of my like top people. Bob Proctor, I think, is probably number one. Dr. Joe Vitale, Russell Brunson, Shanda Sumter. I mean, those people, some of them I've been directly coached by one-on-one. So I love Dr. Joe Vitale because his exclusive definition of marketing is, I want you to listen up on this. It is sharing the love for your products and services with an audience that wants to hear about it. And when you share your love for a product or service that you like, but the audience, it's an energetic mismatch, it's going to fall flat. So think about what your niche is. So what you're going to learn today is we're going to dive into figuring out who your ideal client is and what platform maybe that you should be going to so you can start speaking to them. You got to find them. So number one is the riches are in the niches. So whatever your niche is, I want you to study. You can use AI for this. You can use ChatGPT. You can say, I am a loan officer and my ideal client is a first-time home buyer. You can actually go on AI, ChatGPT, Claude, whatever one you use, and you can type this in as a prompt. What platforms are most first-time buyers hanging out on? Now, once it gives you that information for the platform, now you want to be able to learn how to speak to them. So you're going to create videos that are conducive to whatever platform that is. So, for example, if I choose that I want real estate investors and I'm a loan officer and I look at maybe LinkedIn and I think, you know what, there's a lot of, I've had several of them on my podcast and they are about it with LinkedIn, real estate investor coaches, and just top producing, high income earning real estate investors. So they're going to like the monthly newsletters with all the bells and whistles, all the things on there. So if your ideal client is real estate investors, high income earners, not just ones that kind of tire kickers and people that like may never leave their W-2 job, you actually want to find the legitimate ones that are CEOs and they're also real estate investors. And they're looking for things like newsletters, updates, things that they can consume a lot of information, but they don't really care to watch a lot of video. So you're going to want to, once you identify this, okay, real estate investors, use AI, put in the prompt. Oh, they're hanging out on LinkedIn. What kind of content should I be posting on LinkedIn to speak to this group of people? So think about this. Are you with me right now? It is not an energetic match. If you are on doing 30-second funny reels and you post it on LinkedIn thinking that's going to attract your ideal client and be able to speak to them and draw them out, attract them into your world. So really important to ask yourself first, who is my niche? Second, how am I going, what platform are they on? Third is how am I going to speak to them? So if you're not really a video fan, then that might be a clue into how to find an ideal client that is hanging out reading monthly newsletters. So if you're not really comfortable doing video, then hey, maybe that's a win. If you haven't chosen a niche yet, or you're brand new as a loan officer, then maybe that's a platform you want to work on because everything is hand typed for the most part. Okay. Now, one thing I want to caution you on is don't do things like that. Pick your niche directly because you're afraid of video, because I have learned in my career, whatever I'm most afraid of, I run, I don't walk towards it. And video is millions of times more effective. Now, my CEO, one of my CEOs from a mortgage company, that's my professional bestie. I absolutely love him. He is not on Facebook. He's not on Instagram. He is a true leader, boss guy. Love, 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 love him. I'm so honored that I know him in the capacity that I know him now, because before he was just my scary CEO, or perceived him to be my scary CEO, and now we're good friends. He's on LinkedIn. So you got to know your ideal client. So he's a CEO, he's a high income earner. Maybe he does invest in real estate, but maybe he's not specifically real estate investor. So if you're any kind of entrepreneur reaching out and wanting to attract the CEOs, you got to give some fire content, some facts, some market updates, some things in LinkedIn posts, monthly newsletter posts with all the different, maybe different pieces of information that you pull together. It's really easy to go on Canva and pull together some kind of monthly newsletter. So there's so much information, it's almost too much that we overthink things. Very easy for you to say in ChatGPT, I'm pulling together a newsletter. My main platform is LinkedIn, speaking to X, Y, and Z. Can you give me some good market updates for 2026, whatever, different people I can research, and give me some kind of Canva friendly format in order to create this. So that's LinkedIn. Now, if you're going to be, I learned something recently about YouTube that from my coach. I have a coach. Even though I am a coach, I have many coaches all the time learning different things so I can serve you at the highest level. So one of my coaches told me the other day about YouTube that YouTube short people, that people that watch YouTube shorts, completely different crowd than people that watch long form. So if you're watching this, you're my people right now. Like you found me. I'm doing a long form training to help you, something you can listen to while you're at the gym, on the treadmill, driving. I love practicing University on Wheels, where I just drive and I consume information and content if it's Monday through Friday. Saturdays, I rock out to my country music and stuff. Okay. So know your audience. Am I speaking to somebody that likes the longer form or somebody that likes the YouTube shorts? Now, the way that I coach, I like people that like the longer form because you can really get into something. You can really feel into it. Listen to my stories. I feel like your boat can go a lot faster. You might think that it might go faster watching things, consuming content quickly, but really you're not getting the full like energetic match, right? Like, is this the coach I want to hire? Is this the information? Like, oh, she said that, she told that story that really resonated with me. You don't get that in 30, 60, 90-second clip. So for you right now watching this, as long as you're my ideal client that loves to consume longer form content to really dive into it, really get the deep understanding of what I'm putting down, okay? And it's a great thing because it's such a match. One of the reasons being that I teach 3 hours a day for a 3 day event. So 9 hours, 3 days in a row. If you're a YouTube short or a TikToker or something, you don't like to consume longer form, it wouldn't be a match. Okay. So again, going back to Dr. Joe Vitale's Secrets to Attracting Money exclusive definition of marketing is share the love for your products and services with the type of audience that wants to hear it. Okay, so again, step number one, put it in ChatGPT. This is my niche. What platforms are those type of people hanging out on? Step number two, what kind of content should I be creating to be able to serve these people at the highest level? Number three, can you create me some content? Right? Can you make me a Canva friendly format? Can you make me some email sequences? It'll do anything. I just recently learned that you can upload images into AI for thumbnails for YouTube, and it will give you you something. Give me a funny auto generator. You upload a picture of yourself, and it'll create you a thumbnail right there. So there. This is for free. I'm giving you this information. I paid like tens of thousands of dollars just to learn just that thing that you just got for loving long form video. Okay, so if you are, so that's YouTube, that's LinkedIn. If you are wanting to run Facebook ads, if you're a loan officer and you're like, you know what, I'm really wanting to dive into webinars, master classes, things online, getting people to attend a Zoom training, first time home buyers, whatever kind of title and tagline you want to give it, that's a training for another day. But you want to bring people in online, and it's, that Meta, Facebook ads, Instagram ads is the fastest way to pay for speed, to pay for attention. So if you want to do that, then you want to start creating content on Instagram and Facebook. Because if you run Facebook ads, people are going to go to your business Facebook page. You have to run Facebook ads on a business page, and they're going to see that you have nothing on there. They're not going to go find you on TikTok. So be really intentional is the best way to say it. Be intentional about what platforms you're going to pick. So if you want to do webinars, you want to run ads, you want to get calendar bookings, Instagram and Facebook are the best. Now, in my humble opinion, TikTok is a whole different animal. The algorithm's different, everything's different about it. For me, it's not right now my best platform that I feel like loan officers are going on, entrepreneurs looking for information. I feel like it's best fit for me to run my ads, drive traffic to a landing page, to a webinar, serve them at the highest level in a longer form so we can really get down to the nitty gritty of what's working, what's not working, and how I am the solution to their perceived problem. Keyword perceived problem. There's no such thing in business as a real problem. So that's my jam. I also love YouTube because I can train and give you value and information and share the love for my products and services with someone like you, an audience that wants to hear about it. I can then clip those those long form trainings that I do, webinars, things like this. I can take that, put it in AI, and I can chop it up and just have some sort of a presence on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and just put it out there and pre-schedule the content. So I am exploring doing things like that, but it's not my jam. I had a student, potential student one time that said, well, I'm on TikTok all the time and really negative personality, but I don't see her getting all these likes and all these things, but I have like 10K followers on Instagram and my ads pop up in my ideal clients feed for sometimes like 5 times a day. People are like, you're all over the place, different ads, different things, different offers, right? So that means that I have mastered a platform to the degree that it's created success for me. So I'm a lifelong learner. I will always continue to be better, to scale, to spend more money on Mark Zuckerberg, help him with his wealth because it actually in turn helps me. So TikTok may be my jam in the future. Who knows? I like to be adaptable and change with the market, but when you're asking the question, what platform matters the most to me as a loan officer entrepreneur, it's where is your ideal client kicking it? Go create content around that. And I hope this helps. I'll see you on the next one.